Hi, my name is Rita Reis. I work as a European project manager at UPTEC, the Science and Technology Park of University of Porto. I was a secondee at Copenhagen, in the University of Copenhagen, in Denmark. And my secondment was aligned with Work Package 1 from OpenInnoTrain project, core competences, development in open innovation, university industry collaboration, and research translation. I was in Copenhagen for 2 months and actually just got back. Did not unpack my suitcase yet, but I will work on that. This secondment was a very, very highly, and I don't have enough adjectives to really fully describe my secondment. It was an amazing experience for myself, and maybe I'll try to divide and try to really still gather my thoughts on this, because as I said, I just got back, so it's still a lot of the things and a lot of the thoughts up in the air. But I will say that the biggest value that I got from this secondment was actually gathering the insights and understanding how actually entrepreneurship is perceived in a different country and in a different medium, how actually it's very differently perceived from Portugal to Denmark, and how it can be difficult to actually create an entrepreneurial community, and how to actually establish a renowned organization in this matter. So here at UPTEC, we work with a lot of acceleration programs where we try to welcome the students of University of Porto to our community and to our medium, explain them what is entrepreneurship, what is actually open innovation, because sadly here in Portugal it's something that it's not really taught in a higher education level, and we try to welcome them in this area. What I actually realized that happens in Copenhagen is that this entrepreneurial mindset is taught at a very early stage in the university, and I think that's a very valuable thing and a very valuable practice to have within university, and it's something that we should for sure adapt more here in Portugal, and specifically more in Porto and at UPTEC. Following on that, I believe that my secondment was very valuable for me, and then it will be very valuable when I pass all the outcomes for UPTEC, so we can actually try to analyze and maybe do some modifications within our student entrepreneurship training, how we actually conduct those, how is our connection within the university, to try to have a bigger ratio of students actually staying with us at UPTEC, either within their own startups or already maybe some more mature projects. So it will be very valuable for that. So it was very valuable for me to get to know many entrepreneurship hubs and open innovation centers that they exist in Denmark, because they have a lot of them, and some are divided by areas, others are a bit more general. I had the opportunity to meet people that work in those hubs, and it was very valuable for me to understand how do they work together, so how they can actually cooperate instead of compete, but also how can they strive on their own, and how can they actually be a very big name within the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Denmark. And especially because here in UPTEC I'm working in a project where we deal with entrepreneurship in the tourism area, and I had the chance to meet people that work in this area in Copenhagen. It was great to get some insights. How do they work there? What is their culture? What are their methods? How do they attract projects? So how do they attract people within this goal and objective? And it was very rewarding for me to have this exchange of best practices within one another. With these connections that I made in Copenhagen, we were actually discussing, still in the pipeline, nothing concrete yet, since it's quite recent, but we are discussing organizing a joint event, so for the community of tourism here in Porto and the community of tourism in Copenhagen, where we can have an event where people will meet, will discuss, and possibly try to have collaborations within them, and also just to have them meet each other and actually have a chance to connect and share what is going well and what is not going so well within entrepreneurship in tourism. With this secondment, it was very, very, very important to me to also try to make the most out of it. Since I was there 2 months, I really tried to not have, let's say, one day when where I was stopping or not doing anything. So I had a chance to visit many events. I attended some final some final sessions of acceleration programs that were ongoing in Copenhagen, and it was very valuable to have that experience and actually being there and kind of almost being a participant at that event, since at UPTEC, as I mentioned, we organize quite a lot of acceleration programs, so I had the chance to see some things that they do really well there, and it creates a very nice ambience to the event, and I will have the chance to bring that here. Danes do know how to make some final events. They are very, very nice. And of course, lastly, and I think it was also a very important personal experience, because living abroad, it's a bit tricky. I did miss Portugal and Portuguese food, that there is not that much in Copenhagen, sadly. But it was a very important experience for myself to live abroad, live alone, and have this experience of understanding who am I when I'm living abroad. And yeah, I think I also miss. I would really like to acknowledge the OpenInnoTrain project team, who were always available to help and answer any doubts, especially because sometimes my answer time was maybe not the greatest. So really, thank you a lot for all the help and for everything that you have put through this project. And I'm very grateful also for my host institution, the University of Copenhagen, especially IFRO, for welcoming me so warmly and actually being super helpful in also initiating some introductions for me, and to always being there to support me and to help me navigate the cultural difference between Denmark and Portugal. So thank you so much to everyone, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.